Hello friends, in today's video, join me for a day of cleaning and homemaking. I make a balloon arch and birthday cake for my twin nephews that are turning 17. I share what I have for breakfast and lunch. I load my dishwasher. I hand wash some dishes. I clean my kitchen counters, and then I sweep and mop my kitchen floors. I even have laundry and folding motivation. Today was jam-packed. So pop my video on your TV, tablet, or phone and clean along with me, or sit back and relax with your favorite drink and stockpile this cleaning motivation for future use. Hope you enjoy! Don't forget to like my video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell notification for more inspiring motivational videos. Let's be friends on Instagram too. You can find me at Home with Elizabeth. Happy Monday, friends. I hope everyone's having a great day. So we're going to start out in this kitchen by decluttering a little bit. I was getting like breakfast dishes and stuff like that put in the sink, just putting away some of the food and snacks and stuff that were left out on the counter after we went to bed last night. And then I'm going to get my island cleaned up so that I can start baking this cake for my one nephew. I'm just using my Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner in the Iowa Pine scent. So my one nephew loves homemade cakes. I generally make him a homemade cake every year. And then my other nephew loves ice cream cakes. And he actually works at Dairy Queen and wanted a Dairy Queen ice cream cake. So I had already ordered his cake and we were going to pick it up later this day. But I needed to bake this cake for my other nephew, and he wanted a vanilla cake with strawberry icing. So we are getting my oven preheated here, and I was looking in there because stuff is spilled. This oven needs a very good and thorough cleaning. I need to get to that, but I was just making sure that it wasn't like too much spilt that it was going to affect the cake. So friends, I am not fancy. I just use box cakes. My kids love them. I love them. Sometimes I dress them up. Sometimes I use like butter instead of oil. Sometimes I do a couple eggs. Sometimes I use milk instead of water. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in, friends. But we enjoy them. We enjoy them when I doctor them up. We enjoy them when I don't doctor them up. They're teenage boys. They just love sugar. So cake is cake to them. So friends, I am literally just following the directions on the back of this box cake, and while I get these ingredients all mixed together, I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Elizabeth. I'm a 51-year-old wife and stay-at-home mom to 7 adult/teenage children. I have 2 girls that live outside the home. They're 27 and 23. I have 3 boys aged 21, 17, and 16, and this will be the last time that you hear me say that I have a 17-year-old because this Sunday, after you watch this video, he's turning 18. And I also have 2 bonus boys. They're my 17-year-old nephews that I got custody of a while ago. On my channel, you're going to find cleaning motivation, cleaning inspiration, a little bit of organization, decluttering, and even decorating inspiration. But what you're going to find lots and lots of is real life. I like to keep it very real here on my channel and share my perfectly imperfect life with you all. I strive to help others not feel so alone in this world and to help them realize that the best way to live their life is as their most perfectly imperfect self also. If this sounds like content that you would enjoy watching, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'd love to have you join my community. I'm not sure if you saw when I was mixing my cake, but I was flopping that spatula all over the place, making a giant mess. So we're just popping these in the oven, and we're going to set my timer, and then we're going to get started cleaning up these ingredient messes and dirty bowls and stuff. And through the magic of editing, my cakes are done, and it only took 2 seconds. When in reality, it took like 25 minutes. So we're getting them on my cooling racks, and I'm setting up all kinds of contraptions so that the dogs don't get to them. Because my dogs like human food, and I gotta keep them away from it. So we are just out here this is in my office area. This is just a little cube that I keep balloon stuff in and other stuff like that. There's some puzzles and some knitting things, but I'm getting my big bag of balloon. I'm getting my balloon tape, and we are going to get started on this arch. Oh, actually, I guess I'm going to make my breakfast first. So I've been loving protein shakes forever, friends. I don't know. I'm not a food person in the morning. Sometimes I like eggs, but honestly, I just like something quick because it's generally like, oh my gosh, you hear my dogs fighting? Wow. Oh my gosh, maybe I need to go check out. All right, dog crisis avoided, I think. Mac gets very territorial. Anyways, I've been loving these protein drinks. And today I chose raspberries. I'm trying to up my fiber in the new year. You guys know I'm a fan of the old lady drink. But I'm trying to actually increase my fiber a little more. How do I want to say this? Not naturally, because psyllium husk is natural, but I'm trying to get more nutrients out of what I'm eating with my fiber. So some mornings I do like raspberries, or I do other fruit, and then some mornings I do like a banana with my PB Fit powder and stuff like that. So I like to drink my breakfast, friends. That's just the stage of life I'm in. All right, so I just ate my breakfast, and I got my cakes out of the pan so they can just kind of cool some more. And now we're getting this kitchen decluttered again so that we can start this balloon arch. And I'm just showing you here, I bought some of the canned icing to, decorate, and we gotta have 217 candles and 217 balloons and just all the things to make them happy, so when they wake up they have pretty things celebrating their birthdays. So I did go through my little bins there that I keep in my white bookshelf by my desk, and I'd gathered all my balloons and put them in one little bag, and I had a ton of balloons. In fact, I didn't have to buy any new balloons for my nephew's birthday here, and then next week when it's my middle son's birthday, I don't have to buy any balloons for him either. So look at me, saving money, using all my stuff before it not goes bad, but just, using what I have on hand. So friends, I always make balloon arches for my kids' birthdays, and my husband's birthday, and my dog's birthday. It's something I started several years ago, and it's just something to make them smile, to let them know that I'm thinking about them, and it just helps celebrate their day and make it a little special. I got this tape from Walmart, friends. It's literally less than $1. At least it used to be. And I have had this tape since the first time I made a balloon arch, which was probably 6-7 years ago. I don't know. I remember doing it when my youngest was 10, and of course he just turned 16. But I don't remember if I did one before that. I just don't know. But I've had this tape for at least 6 years, friends. Oh, and my son, this is my middle son. He's in his senior year, friends, and he's working, and he's going to school, and he's doing sports, and trying to take time for himself, and he was just really exhausted the night before, so he literally got to sleep in and just have a little extra sleep. And normally I'm sure people are trying to be like, what? But it was actually senior skip day, and instead of skipping the whole day because he was responsible and had a test to do, he just slept in. So that was just me hugging and kissing him before he left. All right, so we're getting this balloon arch up. And like I said, friends, this tape is less than $1. A pack of balloons is 97 cents. And it's just, like I said, it just makes them smile. Even at 17, even at 18, it's fun. It's just fun for them. And I'll have you know, friends, I actually counted this time when I took the balloon arch down, which is, you'll see in another video. It takes 25 balloons to kind of fit my, like the opening of my doorway there. So as you saw there, I just had to try and put it up, and I had to add more balloons. Now I know, 25 balloons, Elizabeth, and I won't ever be short again. So these are just the cheap Mylar balloons from Walmart. Again, they're like $1. I think they've gone up to $1. They used to be like 97 cents. Now they're the smaller ones. Now I do the big ones on their special birthdays, like when they hit double digits, when they hit 13, a teenager, when they turn 16. I don't know if you go back and look at my video, either for my youngest son's birthday this year or even the twins' birthday last year. Their 16s are their giant ones. They're like the 2-foot ones. And then here at the end of the month, my son is turning 18, so he'll have like the giant 1/8. So I do spend the extra money, but those are like $5 a piece. So this is $2 for these balloons, and then the big ones are $10 for 2 of them. But I do the big balloons on like their special monumental birthdays. And then at college with my son, we got 21. I wonder if I have a picture of that. If I do, I'll throw it in when I am adding my voiceover to this. We got blow up balloons with like helium and stuff. I'll have to see if I took a picture of them, and like we walked on campus and in his dorm with them. So it was fun, friends. So I'm just using some stickers to put these on the wall, because they're just they're not laying very nice. And so there it is. So when they wake up, they'll have beautiful arches and 17 number balloons. And I want to say I paid like $20 for that balloon pump. I'll look on Walmart's website and throw it in here when I edit it. But it's been worth it too. I bought it. I didn't have it the first time I did a balloon arch, but I quickly bought it the second time. And like I said, I've had it for like 5+ years, and it is still going strong. All right, so we are down here in this basement. We're getting some towels in this washer so that we can just get them clean, so that we have clean towels this week. And I think probably when we're done here, it's going to be time to ice the cake maybe. So we'll head back upstairs to do that. So these are just all that. Oh, how about that look, friends? These are just all the clothes that I've hung up to dry that are the boys. And that look there was because my middle son probably came down after you saw him hug me and dropped his pajama clothes that he was wearing right there, right beside that clothes basket. And that's literally the definition of having children, friends, is they will drop their dirty clothes directly beside the dirty clothes basket. Oh well, what was I gonna do with that extra 2 seconds, anyways, in my life? It's not like I was gonna win the lottery or cure cancer, so I might as well just pick up his dirty clothes. All right, so we are just hanging up these clothes. These are a mixture of the boys. And honestly, they weren't quite dry yet. As you saw, there was a ton there, so like some of the under the armpits were still wet. So I kind of got them off of my rack and hung up so they could have a little more airflow. And they'll probably be ready later on in the afternoon when the boys get home so that they can put them away. So we're just gonna ice this cake, and we're just using strawberry icing. Like I said, he wanted vanilla cake and strawberry icing, and we had it later that night. It was delicious. But I don't know if you've noticed, friends, but I'm kind of back to posting Mondays and Thursdays. Now, I'm still not going to be like promising that, but I've just been a little different this year in my approach to how I am living life, running my YouTube. I used to try and think, oh, it has to be like planned out when I video, but honestly, friends, like lately I've just been turning on the camera and dragging it around the house with me, and it just seems to be working. So I'm sticking with it, friends. I can't promise that every week's gonna have 2, but I think that I am to a place where it might be pretty often that there's 2 a week. And of course, here we are putting up the barriers to keep the cake safe. It's really Harper. Harper still kind of jumps up on the counter. And as you can see, kind of right back there between me and my coffee thing, I have my fruit rack there too, also guarding it. So we're making sure that's staying safe. So I'm just making a cup of coffee real quick before we get into my lunch. And I've been loving this Chobani peppermint bark creamer since before Christmas, and I'm gonna be so sad when they don't carry it anymore. In fact, I just did my Walmart order today and I didn't see it, so I don't know. I don't know if they've run through it or maybe they don't make it all year long, but I'm super sad because it's really good with my peppermint bark coffee. All right, I'm not quite sure where I was at because I just had to take a break to take the dogs out to go to the bathroom. I think I was just talking about my coffee and me liking this Chobani. So I'm just gonna make my lunch here, but I wanna touch back on what I said about how I'm doing my videos different. And I don't want you to think that like my videos weren't authentic before, but I had a different idea of how I thought my videos needed to be before. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, and maybe you have and maybe other people have, which is why I think my views have been kind of down. Like, my videos are just kind of a little all over the place now. But I think that was part of the stress when I was like taking a break and like telling you like I was overwhelmed. Like, I just was feeling like my videos had to be a certain way, maybe like other people's. And that's not to say that everything I was doing in there was not true. Everything I did in my videos was true and real, authentic, and myself and how I cleaned. But this is how I live my everyday life, I guess is what I want to try and say. Like these last videos that I've been putting out, like a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of homemaking. Not just cleaning, not like extreme cleans. I don't extreme clean very often. I do have one coming up pretty soon. It's more of like not necessarily extreme, but definitely like kind of extreme. But it's not like an extreme house clean. Like I don't think I've ever cleaned my house in one day. Not for a long time, friends. So I just kind of wanted to touch back on that because I didn't want anyone to feel like I wasn't being authentic and true in like my past videos. I'm just being a little more true to how I am on a day-to-day basis now. All right, so we are back to, again, cleaning up this kitchen. And this is how it is, friends. Like, I clean off the counters and then I do something, then I gotta clean off the counters again, and then I do something, then I gotta clean off the counters again. But this time we are just cleaning off this table, putting stuff in the pantries where they belong, taking things over where they need to be washed. I can't stand cluttered surfaces. So we are gonna load this dishwasher. We're gonna get it started. I have some sheet pans that need scrubbed because there is teriyaki sauce like baked on them. So we're just gonna do that, friends. So if you need to load your dishwasher or hand wash some dishes, pop me on your phone, on your iPad right now, and let's head out to the kitchen and go ahead and get your dishwasher loaded with me. Go ahead and get your hand wash dishes done with me also. All right, so what you missed there when I forgot to press play, or I think my battery might have died, I refilled my bottle of Dawn, like the squeeze bottle. Oh my God, these dogs. And then all I did was fill the refill bottle with some water. So as I was saying, all I did was fill that refill bottle with water, kind of shake it up, and it actually creates almost like the Dawn Power Wash spray. And as you see, it took that teriyaki sauce right off those pans. It just cuts right through it. So we just had to scrub those, and then we're just going to finish up a few more of these dishes that I need to hand wash. And I think about a year ago, I went to this Dawn squeeze bottle, and I like it so much better than like I used to have like like an individual pump. Like I bought one at Walmart and I put the soap in it and I pumped it like hand soap. Now this works so much easier, so much easier. And I've said before, I thought I would not spend the money on the Dawn Platinum. I do. It's worth it. It's worth every single penny I pay for it. I will scrimp and save lots of places and be super frugal, but not when it comes to what I use to wash my dishes. All right, we're just doing like a quick and easy clean of these counters. I'm really not even moving anything, at least not here on these main counters. I do over by the stove, but like, you know, normally guys, I take everything off and do it, but we're just quick and clean, friends, quick and dirty, just getting the chunks off and getting up any spills that might be there causing sticky spots. I probably really shouldn't be using the spray on the table. I should just be using my hot water, my Dawn Platinum, because as you can see, there's not much like protective layer left on it, but I can't bring myself to make the thing of water when the spray is so easy. So I've just been using the spray lately. I've just been doing it on the bottom of my benches here too, just squirting it on my rag and wiping off all the dust and the hair caught to them. And I am on the phone with my husband, so you probably see my mouth yakking away, just jabbering. Friends, you see that dirty water there? I had the pups out in the backyard playing. The ground was frozen, but it wasn't frozen that well. That is literally just Harper's 4 paws that I cleaned off. I had another bucket that looked like that, and it was Mac's paws that I cleaned off. Oh my gosh, friends, it was crazy. They haven't been back out since because I can't do that to myself. It was crazy. But yeah, that was dirty water from Dirty Paw Prints. All right, so I'm going to use my new mop that was gifted to me from Atticum in the kitchen. I want to try it out in here, and I've been trying it out in all the spaces in the house. You've seen the videos, and the last place I needed to use it here was in the kitchen. So I am obviously using my Dyson to sweep up everything. And of course, there's not food because my kids are not that messy, but there's dog food and dog hair and just fluff and dust that I'm just sweeping up. And there are some crumbs, but not like toddler chunks of food. So I don't mind too much using my vacuum in here. But we are just going to get it all swept up. I'm going to get my bar stools up here and clean those off. And once we're done vacuuming, we're going to get my mop out and use it on the kitchen here. And I will tell you right now, it did a good job on my kitchen floor. I have no complaints on how it did on my kitchen floor. But I probably will not use it on my kitchen floor again. It's just, my kitchen floor is so big and it took me so long. Friends, like when I am mopping, I have it fast forwarded like 8 times, which is like 800% higher than what normal speed is. because it took me that long. I will be using my wet dry mop on the kitchen floor. No one has time to sweep and mop by hand. Not in this kitchen floor, friends. Not me, not this kitchen floor. But it did a wonderful job. So if you cannot afford a wet dry mop, or if you don't have pets or kids, you know, if it's just you, or you and a husband, or you and a significant other, this would be wonderful for a kitchen floor. I mean, as you can see, it gets so close up to my baseboards and that kick plate under my cupboards there, but it was just so time consuming, and it's so much work. Like, it is a lot of work mopping your floor. So while this did wonderful, and I am very pleased with how the results of what turned out, I will be using my wet dry mop on my kitchen floor. I will use this in the bathroom. I will use this on walls, but we are done using this on a kitchen floor. Yeah, no. Nope. It's not for me, friends. So I'm just showing you, you've seen this before, but I am actually going to put my finger down on the sensor. I found the sensor, friends, to show you the water coming out, how much it sprays, how hard it sprays. Like this is the magic of this mop. Like, see that spraying water? That is how much water it's putting on your mop to clean it every time you stick it down through that slot. So you can see why, if you go back to my last video, and I showed you how filthy my mop pad was, and then I pushed it down once, you can realize why it was so clean just after that one swipe. So like I said, this mop has so many good virtues. Also, I like this about it too. My wet dry mop does not fit under that coffee bar, but you just saw how I just laid that mop flat and got right underneath there. So I do like that about it, but honestly, not enough to use it to mop my whole kitchen floor. I'm just being honest, friends, just being honest. All right, so here's how filthy dirty my kitchen floor was. Not that, that's just a little bit of excess runoff. Yeah, look at that, filthy dirty. So it does an amazing job. It's a hard job, friends, and I'm not about hard things. I own something that makes it easier for me, and I'm gonna use it. So yeah, so now we're just getting this kitchen put back together, everything off the table, and all the dog stuff put back where it should go. All right, I didn't show it, it was just a quick clip a little bit back in the video, but I did put those colored towels in the dryer, put the white ones in the washer, and now we're just getting these white ones in the washer. Most of these white towels are just hand towels, washcloth, and mostly what we use to wipe the dog's paws and bathe the dogs. Not a lot of people, especially the big bath towels, we don't use the big bath towels like for baths. We use like all the colorful towels. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna get this folded. And so if you have a load of laundry, pause me right now, go grab that basket, go to your bed, go to your kitchen table, go to your couch, wherever you go ahead and press play again, and let's get this stuff folded together, friends. It's a gross job. No one likes to fold clothes. Okay, very few people like to fold clothes, but it's got to be done. So why don't you do it with me? You know, we'll just sit here and chill, listen to my music. I'm gonna eventually stop talking so you can hear the music, and let's just knock these clothes out. Let's get them folded. Let's get them put them back in our clothes basket, and let's get them put away. That was a boy's home from work. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so boys are starting to come home from school, and Mama needs hugs. Mama always needs hugs. All right, friends, a little bit of time left. Let's get this done. All right, friends, we're gonna get these towels put away. I have about 2 minutes left. Don't click out after I tell you my little goodbye spiel, because I do show you my very, very amateur job of decorating my nephew's cake. But thank you for clicking on my video today. I appreciate it so much. You'll never know how much I appreciate it. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I say this all the time. It lets YouTube know you liked it. It lets me know you liked it. It will let other people know that you liked it. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, why the heck not? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then that bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos. I release every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I would love to have you join my community. So, my pups and I are signing off, friends. So until next video, have a great day. Do something nice for yourself. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.